Something I've been reflecting on a lot recently, and just grateful to be back here, and hopefully make some noise for sure.
You've had a lot of success here, Elite Eight, Sweet 16s.
Yeah.
What's your determination to make sure you're going out with that type of level again?
Yeah, I mean, you can't always, like, my parents and I always talk about control the controllables, so I can't always control if my shots are falling or that stuff, but I'm going to control how hard I play, the emotion that I play with, just bringing that energy to my team.
What are your thoughts on Drake as you've been able to watch some film
Yeah.
and study them a little bit?
Right. I mean, anyone that makes the NCAA tournament is going to be a great team. They obviously won their conference, I believe, twice. And they're super feisty, super tough. They run the floor hard. They execute their offense well, so it's going to be a good game.
What's one of the keys? I mean,
Yeah.
inside, outside, what do you think is one of the keys?
Yeah, I think just matching up in transition is going to be huge for us, but then not only just focusing on them, but focusing on what we can do on the offensive side. We got Maddie down low, we got Jalen, who's obviously an APL American honorable mention, which is so cool to have. Attacking them with our strengths as well is going to be huge.
Yeah, I was just thinking about it last night, how it's like this is kind of like becoming routine, and how crazy that actually is to just be used to being in the NCAA tournament. Like, that's a big accomplishment, but obviously super excited. I mean, every year it's so unpredictable. You have one game guaranteed, and I really love playing that way. So yeah, just super excited to be back.
I mean, every year's different, and your opponents are different, but how would you say this experience has been different for you guys getting here, but also now that you're here?
Yeah, I mean, this year has obviously been very different than anything we've experienced before. We've been all the way up top, ranked number, I don't know how high, but we've kind of been in the top of the league for so long that it's been a different kind of season, and then obviously ending with the stretch, so it's really hard for all of us playing against some of the best teams in the country because the Pac-12 have been so competitive. So I think, yeah, we've beat up, we've been hyped, we've been kind of everywhere. So I think being here right now is just like we're ready for whatever's next. I think we're in a good place. We've kind of experienced everything we could. So yeah, it's different, but we still have that mentality of going into it kind of like an underdog, kind of like now we need to prove ourselves again.
And you're facing a team that probably had to win their conference tournament to get in here, even though they've won 29 games, and they had an overtime game in the semifinals. They needed a buzzer beater at the end, so they've won some tough games. And so you look at that team and say, okay, they're battle tested a little bit as well.
Yeah, for sure. Drake is a great team. They play super well together. They share the ball a lot. Like, we know that they're a veteran, really good team that knows what they're doing. I mean, that's the only way you win your conference. But they have such a different style of play than anything we've seen in the Pac-12, and I think that's just a really good challenge for us.